Hi, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me. Welcome. Sorry. Let's go ahead and get a reading. Make that nice golden light. Okay, well, I think we'll start with some practical tea leaf here for Sagittarius. Messages for Sagittarius, people and placements. Most important vital messages for those with Sagittarius, people and placements. Older man could be important here, Sagittarius. Maybe a level of maturity. This person could help you see your dark side or help you to embrace your dark side. They could be very passionate about you. There could be some kind of family sorrow they may be going through. Maybe they want to move in with you or something like that. A distant friend could be thinking of you, and this is love, deep affection, and caring. So let's see. Sagittarius, people and placements. Something could be in a transitionary stage. Sagittarius, people and placements. Somebody here could like the outdoors. This person could be focused on their career, or you met them in your job, or just move this deck a bit. Sagittarius, people and placements. Successful outcome to your problems. So maybe this person will have a successful outcome to their family sorrow issues. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Messages for Sagittarius, people and placements. Ooh. Maybe this person needs to go with their gut more, or you do, or somebody in you here needs to ignore advice from other people. Sagittarius, maybe this person's immaturity really stops them from understanding things. Last messages from this side of the deck for Sagittarius people. We have romance, dating, and great worry over nothing. Sagittarius people in placement. Sagittarius energy. Opportunity or windfall, interesting, involved with a distant friend that's thinking of you, that could be in love with you. Messages for Sagittarius. This person could be becoming more independent. Sagittarius people and placements. Sorry, messages for Sagittarius people and placements. Sagittarius. Maybe somebody here is forcing something. Sagittarius people and placements are trying to. But pay attention to your finances at this time. This person, could get a good news. Maybe there's a need to make sure that you're seeing clearly about any new opportunities as well. So let's see. It's good to have this issue, to have lots of cards. Amen, right? Thank you for being here. Sagittarius, messages most important. Thank you. Karmic relationships, okay. Maybe this person's helping you to tap into good karma. This person could be good karma for you. This person could kind of make you want to become more mature, tap more into your Saturn energy. Your life is a canvas, manifestation, creative accountability. So they actually kind of maybe help you manifest things, give structure and solid and stability. Tell us more. Sagittarius people and placements. You got the love. Okay. So there could be a need. Maybe this person has to learn about codependency issues. Light workers. So maybe you're helping this person, or maybe there's an angel helping this person. This is just for Sagittarius. Perspective. Interesting. Let's grab another deck. Messages for Sagittarius people and placement. Stressed America. Okay. Sagittarius. Age 30s. Maybe somebody around you is from America. They could be from a rural place. Somebody at your work has romantic feelings for you, doesn't like drama. Interesting. Okay, if somebody does have romantic feelings for you, tell us about this person. What is their zodiac sign? Gemini almost came out. Okay. What is the zodiac sign of the person at work who has romantic feelings for Sagittarius? Again, Gemini. Interesting. So definitely someone close. Cancer. Okay. So, yeah, if you needed any confirmation, Cancer or Gemini. Okay. Let's get you some deeper messages. Let's grab a Callie, I think. Sagittarius people and placements. Best advice for Sagittarius. Sagittarius energy people and placements. Ooh. Matangi. I think Gemini actually got this before. Sagittarius, any other messages, please? Sagittarius. Most important vital message, please. I guess we could read it. I want to check. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Yeah, definitely somebody at work. Work could be like a creative opportunity for you. There could be a Leo energy here too. 23. Burning golden light of divine protection, she arrests the flow of negativity, particularly that of her own making. She is divine intervention in sacred activity. She transforms our karma from that which hinders our joy to that which creates true happiness and bliss for ourselves and all beings. So maybe this is somebody around you as well. As you seek refuge in her, you are protected from gossip, slander, and any form of negativity from others. Or maybe you're protecting yourself doing binding rituals, or things to manifest, but only do it from a healthy emotional space of empowerment and joy. But anyways, a positive turning of the tide of fortune is predicted. The eighth of the Mahavidya wisdom goddesses is Bagla Mukhi. She is a beautiful avatar of Kali known as the Golden Light. She is also called Pitamambara Devi, or the goddess dressed in yellow. Her blessing is of the bestowal of siddhis, or yogic powers in particular, and her power of Stambara, or the power to paralyze or immobilize. So you could be like protecting yourself with your powerful positivity and things like that, your leadership ability. She is known for pulling the tongues out of demons, which seems gruesomely at odds with her beautiful appearance. So there could be like maybe somebody here is good at exorcisms type vibes, protecting areas, doing those kind of really good, strong spiritual positive things. So let's see. Which seems gruesomely at odds with her beautiful appearance, but along with Stambara has a deep spiritual significance. The tongue is a symbol of speech. Speech is the sound expressed with intention. Sound is a creative power. Intention gives direction. To pull out the tongue of a demon is to end its capacity to create trouble. So you could be binding people, making people shut up just by showing your kind of light, your leadership, your personality, your personability, your strength, your beauty, your joy. So let's see. It is Stambara in the sense of aborting or stemming the flow of negativity. So you could be protecting yourself from negativity of all forms, relationships, friendships, marriages, anything like that, anything like work, co-workers. Bagla Mukhi halts negativity in its tracks, preventing it from doing any harm and nullifying the power to cause havoc. It is an act of protection. If you or another have said words you regret, or you've heard some nasty gossip or jealousy or hatefulness stem from someone's lips akin to a curse, trust that your spiritual refuge in Bagla Mukhi will nullify the effect. Ripping out of the tongue acknowledges the power of negativity and the need to have zero tolerance for it. There is no pretending that negativity doesn't exist. It means recognizing its sources within and around us and cutting them off at the root, thereby removing the capacity for them to influence us. Some may argue that this is spiritual bypassing, a term used for spiritual approaches that avoid life's challenges rather than face them and mature. That term may be misapplied to mean that we need to engage with toxic energies for our spiritual growth. This is a little like saying you need to keep beating your head against a brick wall to learn how to deal with pain. There comes a point when you realize that you no longer need to continue. Understanding the nature of the behavior and the pain it causes is enough. Beautiful. Understanding the nature of the behavior. Yeah, and the pain it causes is enough. Like seeing people's insecurities. This is not weakness, but wisdom. Bagla Mukhi's presence in a reading indicates that you are learning how to self-protect, to have enough self-worth, and realize you don't need to accept negative, undermining, or toxic energies in your life. Your happiness and spiritual growth will increase as you clear them out. To do this, you may need to cut something off entirely. Sometimes that is the only effective way. It takes spiritual strength to give yourself unconditional support so you can thrive, especially, for example, if childhood conditioning was laden with duty or sacrifice to your well-being or another's emotional suffering. Arresting negativity is not only about dealing with projections from others, it is often more challenging and intricate work to conquer the ways we are cruel to ourselves. Bagla Mukhi helps us accurately identify and therefore deal effectively with external and internal sources of sabotage or negativity. Harshness towards ourselves or others is very different from a healthy and humorous recognition of our weaknesses, which helps us become less reactive and creates more happiness. Bagla Mukhi is about teaching unhelpful toxic shame, and that which leaves us feeling unworthy, that something is innately wrong with us, that we do not deserve love or respect. It does not keep us humble, it keeps us spiritually incapacitated. We need a healthy sense of self-worth to be committed to our growth and learning. We need to believe we are worthy of our unique destiny. When Bagla Mukhi arises in a reading, a blessing of some sort needs to manifest. It might be the type of relationship you have never experienced before, or a new level of professional recognition or respect, or the realization of your innate beauty and value. This gift is essential to your continued spiritual progress, which benefits you and all beings. To be able to receive it, some form of toxic negativity needs to be conquered, and so it shall be. Do not be afraid to affirm your right to thrive. So you deserve as much joy. Nobody deserves to take away the joy from another person, I think. So I think you're doing great if you're kind of, living that spiritual truth of beautiful golden light. I always had a sense that it would be the third card we pulled out. The beautiful card on the bottom of the deck is this one. So I just like how radiant that is. And then we also have this. There could be some Gemini influence here. Maybe you have two men specifically that are supporting you in some kind of way. I am kind of curious. We could go ahead and read this, look, at least the first part. 39. Her passionate desire for your liberation is unflagging, and so your relief shall come swiftly. She is speaking to you from within. She is the voice of reassurance. Can you hear her? Trust her. Soon you will see things in a better light. You are going to be liberated from the struggle you are currently experiencing. Be true to yourself and your life path, and you will attract the way forward as obstacles disappear. Do not turn away for you are destined to overcome all opposition, bringing your sacred path to fruition. Moksha is the Sanskrit term meaning freedom in the sense of complete self-actualization and spiritual liberation. It refers to the attainment of enlightenment and is considered the final release from involuntary suffering. The distinction from voluntary and involuntary is made because at a high level, certain divine beings will take on the experience of suffering to assist those who are yet to experience moksha. They help to carry the load and move others forward. Our love for another, our compassion for their pain may make us wish we could take on their suffering so they no longer need to struggle. This is counter to the divine perspective of higher beings. They enter into the realm of suffering to assist all. The divine understands the purpose of suffering, that it can lead us towards wisdom, strength, and ultimately empowerment. There is an art to alleviating suffering without depriving the soul of the growth it can bring. So this is kind of like not doing somebody else's homework, right? There are loving and divine beings of great wisdom willing to help those trapped in suffering at all times. We can call on assistance whenever we feel our pain difficult to bear, including the anguish we feel when faced with the struggles of others. These divine beings have sufficient wisdom and higher understanding to help in the ways that create benefits for all. These divine beings have sufficient wisdom and higher understanding. Yeah, there are times when suffering is so great that it threatens to overwhelm the soul. Perhaps that intense degree of suffering is a result of accumulated unresolved pain of generations of ancestors. Wow. Anyways, resting upon the spiritual shoulders of one family member, brave enough to admit the truth when others are trapped in delusion or denial. Similar situation. Wow, so you might be like healing any kind of like emotional pain points for yourself or your family lineage as well. Similar situations can arise in a societal, religious, cultural, or corporate context. Intensified suffering can be an initiation of a particularly talented soul who has the potential to bring light and freedom to the world. To achieve this, the soul must learn to deal with darkness in equal measure. That typically entails periods of intense struggle, and the best methods are realized to find peace and awareness without being overcome by pain. Many mystics report dark nights of the soul, a struggle with negativity, suffering, and pain of various kinds. That lasts for a long time. Many are not failing their spiritual path. They are at an advanced level. They are willing to engage with their struggles because of their great love for truth and the light and divine. In whatever form resonates with their hearts, nothing can make them turn away from great love. Higher love is the power that fuels moksha. It fuels the release of suffering. It is spiritual juice that keeps doing the inner work to seek the path through and refuse to give up, even if we are still figuring out what our persistence is going to look like today. The moksha of Kali teaches us that our suffering is no source for shame, but rather a badge of spiritual honor, acknowledging that we are deep on the soul's healing pathway. However, that doesn't mean that the more we suffer, the more spiritual we become, and the more spiritual we become that we have to suffer. It means our capacity to process our suffering increases, and that increase, we experience more sunshine through the clouds, moments of peace, liberation, and higher understanding. Rather than a way of life, periods of suffering become like toxins our body, mind, and soul needs to process and release, sometimes akin to digesting a meal, but on a multi-level scale. The oracle brings a message of release and realization. There is much you will accomplish through your own efforts, and much more that can be accomplished if you include regular prayers for assistance from the divine as a part of your lifestyle. If you have been working hard on an issue or wondering if it will ever give you a way to an improved set of circumstances, this oracle indicates that yes, for a time of freedom from this difficulty is on its way. Wow. Amen. Amen, right? Yeah, this could be in finances as well. Beautiful, beautiful. Self-esteem, attraction, love. Let's see, 41. Krishna, there is a spiritual intelligence within your soul. It is the genius of becoming, of ripening from potential into glorious manifestation. Intimate communion with your own heart will reveal what you truly yearn for and set the process in motion for that yearning to be satisfied. So there could be like a kind of union of opposites and like embodying everything in the world. The holy fire is Kali, and she is within your soul. Follow the yearning, seek the light, let yourself burn bright for what inspires you, and you shall see the path of fruition clearly before you. Believe in what is meant to be. The name Krishna translates as you are fire. Agni is the two-headed deity of fire and a potent symbol of supernatural power. On the physical level, fire generates light and heat to cook food, thereby representing both transformation and nourishment for the life force. The inner digestive fires that metabolize food and allow us to gain nutrients represent the inner nourishment of the fire and symbolize the soul's need to digest life experiences for spiritual growth. Fire can create purification for regeneration, such that as that seen in the forest after it simultaneously burns away old growth and stimulates new seeds. In that sense, it is also the power of ripening, of bringing something from an idea or potential into fruition, of fulfillment of innate purpose on a spiritual level. Fire attracts the soul, helping it find its way through darkness towards warmth and light. The life-enhancing and alchemical properties of fire transform physical materials as well as a subtle body of the soul. The appearance of Krishna as a reading indicates that tremendous potential for personal transformation and spiritual growth. You may feel like you're struggling, but your soul is actually gaining strength. What you desire may seem so far beyond your current reach, yet the oracle indicates your inner potential for tremendous accomplishment. The Hindu texts say Agni exists not only as fire, but as lightning, and the sun itself. Lightning is a symbol of sudden illumination that emerges unexpectedly, often in the midst of a tremendous psychological and emotional storm. In that sense, Agni has the power to see with clarity. Such powerful and searing insight can be intense enough to uproot a stubborn psychological pattern permanently. This is one reason why Kali is known as the first of the 7 tongues of Agni, the divine fire. The jolt of her uprising wisdom, the severity of her suddenly bestowed clarity can burn the house we have built. We can no longer sustain a comfortable delusion. We must become honest with ourselves or change our approach to a situation based on new information available. There is a temporary loss to gain greater freedom, to grow on all levels. As the sun, Agni represents the light that ends the darkness, yet Kali, the divine mother of dark grace, is the first tongue of the divine fire. This is key to Kali's mysteries. It differentiates her from the concept of darkness as an evil or obstructive force against our spiritual awakening. Kali leads us into darkness to free us, not to impede our progress. She destroys in order to create, not to annihilate. In that sense, her divine darkness is light. This is the mystery of Kali and why you can trust her so implicitly, understanding that sometimes it is only in moving through the darker times that we become aware of what is needed to live with more light. As a tongue of fire, Kali Krishna consumes all offerings. She has a divine capacity to receive our prayers, our pains, our craziness, and our graceful heroism. She receives it all. She not only receives it, but as fire, she transforms the offering so it can nourish, heal, and revitalize and purify the soul. This is divine feminine alchemy. Kali is the divine alchemist, and because she is a tantric goddess, if we offer her even our most broken and messed up selves with a sense of reverence and humility, she will accept the offering and manifest grace with it. There is a deeper purpose to making an offering, the opening up of the channel between ourselves and the divine. The divine doesn't need to be cajoled into loving or wanting to help us. It is the human that needs help dragging the mind away from the fixation on what is wrong into the openness and presence that allows for divine grace to flow and for us to receive it. While the offering appears to be about what we are giving, it is enabling the capacity to receive. It may seem like offerings are tokenistic, but a true offering is hard to give. It is hard because it requires that we shift our presence, our state of being and mind. The more we do this, the greater the offering. It matters less what the form of our offering is, but more how it affects us internally. The Oracle of Krishna brings the message that whatever you need and desire, you can have. However, you must be prepared to enter into the sacred fire to make the appropriate offering. When we choose to make the supreme offering of ourselves to Kali, we are fully received and thus activate the flow of grace in our lives and the spiritual benefit of all. This oracle asks you to shift from focusing on what isn't working to immersion with the Divine Mother's heart. All can be resolved and shall manifest according to her loving grace. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. I'm just scared I'm going to knock all my books on the floor, so let me just carefully place that. Okay. I don't know what else we really need. I feel like we should get some tarot maybe, since we haven't done that. Any messages that are vital to see, or maybe get a piece of advice from the tarot. Let's do that. Sagittarius people and placements, please. Messages, best advice, please. So there could be a change in your home situation or a way that you kind of, maybe there's a level of like understanding that's going to come in regards to your like home situation or your emotional situation. There could be a need for you to kind of like prioritize yourself above others. Maybe you have North Node in the first house or something like that. But let's get messages from here. Sagittarius. Any other messages you'd like to convey for Sagittarius? If there's any messages in here, please make them pop out. Ooh, thank you. Could be a Scorpio in your life. You could be conquering as well in some regard, like in finances or psychology. When this card is selected in a reading, extreme action is at least a possibility in the current situation. As long as one is able to use the potential in a controlled way, the outcome is positive. A phenomenal achievement, extreme effort in order to overcome some kind of problem or getting even with someone, or an over-the-top reaction to a perceived hurt. So this could be in your career. You could be just understanding people's personalities from a bigger picture perspective. This could be helping you as well. I think we have Venus and Sag here. Maybe you like love enjoying things and pleasure and fun, right? So let's see. There is, when this card is selected in a reading, a possibility of marriage or a relationship with someone from another country. Often this card indicates meeting through a university or other learning institution. Women who choose this card usually seek out a heroic, adventurous kind of partner, a romantic Indiana Jones figure, a foreign lover or holiday romance that blooms, marriage abroad, a lighthearted flirtation just for the adventure. So yeah, this could be like a Leo energy as well. This person, you could have met them at work. They could also have Virgo placements maybe. But I think I'm going to end it there. I hope you liked this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link if you want to leave a tip. Thank you. Take care.